Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Laney and I am a current Outschool teacher, and I'm here to give you all the tips and tricks on getting you hired and getting you noticed as an online teaching business. Today, I'm here to share with you all of the reasons why I likely will never teach with Vipkid again. And this is in no way, let me say, a bash on Vipkid. You'll see that I'm actually very grateful for Vipkid and a huge fan. And I'm going to give you kind of a backstory as to why I say that, but also a list of reasons why I won't be opening any slots anytime soon. If you're not already doing so, make sure that you follow me on Instagram. I give you tons of tips and tricks in regards to online teaching. And if you are interested, this is the very last week that you can enroll in my team membership, Teachers Evolving and Accomplishing More. This membership is specifically for teachers looking to expand their online teaching business. And that could mean a number of things, whether you're currently an Outschool teacher already, or if maybe you are with an online ESL platform and you're looking for something that's a little more practical for your day-to-day life, then you may be someone who could really benefit from subscribing to this monthly membership. So far, we have over 60 teachers who are joining us, and the doors close this Friday, October 30th. So make sure that you get in. If you want more information, click the link in the description box below. I'm going to share all of my strategies for creating really fun and engaging lesson plans and how to do it in a timely manner. Productivity matters. You get tech tutorials or interviews with other teachers. I'm really excited for November's that's going to drop this Sunday, November 1st. There's an interview with a really successful Outschool teacher. I'm excited to share that. And you also get every month a live Q&A with me. It's kind of like group coaching. And along with that, you also get access to the community. That's right. You get access to everyone inside of the membership. All of the other teachers who are in the same realm that you are, where they're looking to expand their online teaching business, and you guys can lean on each other, share your wins. I learn a lot from you guys as well. It's already become such a cool place to see everybody posting. So I'm excited about the community part of it, as well as dropping all of that new content for you every month. So if you're interested and looking into it further, make sure you do that ASAP because the doors close this Friday, October 30th. So the reason why you're here today, though, is to figure out why I'm saying that I won't be teaching with Vipkid anymore. And I am really excited to share this with you guys. And I thought that it would be a good idea to maybe start with why I am so appreciative of Vipkid and what Vipkid has really helped me to build. So let's get into it. So I was hired with Vipkid in August of 2019. I taught with them up until July. July of 2020 was the first month that I didn't have any classes scheduled. And the reason why, there's actually a number of reasons why, which we'll talk about, but I want to explain what Vipkid means to me, because really Vipkid is what has given me this platform to be able to build this online teaching business, a successful business. And that's because of what Vipkid laid out for me and what I was able to accomplish by working for them. So I was hired, and I was hired in August of 2019. In November of 2019, I decided to start a teacher Instagram. I wanted to join the community of online ESL teachers and really learn from others, and just to kind of have that camaraderie, because sometimes it can be lonely if you're working from home, and especially if you're working from home at crazy hours. So it was nice to have other people who could virtually relate to me, right? So I created this teacher Instagram, and I was really authentic in everything that I did on Instagram. And this is something that I talk about also in my membership, is social media and the impact that it can have on your online teaching business if you do it the right way. So I give tons of tips and strategies that I use personally to build and grow my Instagram in a really organic and natural way. This teacher Instagram, it's still is. It's so much for me. It's a way for me to connect with other people who are in the same position that I am and who I can really depend on for a lot of things. There was a moment a few months ago, I got a 1-star review in one of my Outschool classes. And as much as I was distraught over it and really just pissed, to be honest with you, I had so many teachers contact me, and they were so willing to, number one, tell me that it didn't define me as a teacher. And that in itself is just such a boost, right? It's something that you need in a moment where you feel like you're just being torn down. And on top of that, I even had teachers, because if you don't know, I don't have a teaching degree. I don't have a teaching certificate, but I had teachers, actual teachers, coming to me and saying, let me help you. These are things that maybe you can do that you wouldn't know otherwise. If you didn't have a teaching degree, you wouldn't know. So let me help you. And they came and they literally surrounded me and taught me so much. So this teacher Instagram was everything. And it's because of VIP Kid that I have that now. That's why I have it now. It's because of VIP Kid. And VIP Kid also allowed me to really get comfortable in what I was doing. It's one thing to teach one kid, but then to go to a group of kids and having to manage a classroom, a digital classroom. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but VIP Kid really helped me to build that confidence in what I was doing in my online classroom. It's definitely a different ball game going from VIP Kid to Outschool, but I'm so grateful for VIP Kid allowing me to get that experience under my belt before I tried Outschool. Because honestly, I know for a fact I would have never, ever moved to Outschool if it had not have been for VIP Kid. They taught me the foundation of everything. In addition to them helping me to build this foundation for my online teaching business, they even did that in a social media way as well. I was lucky enough to be noticed by VIP Kid. They allowed me to do what they call a teacher takeover, where I got to take over their Facebook and Instagram for an entire day and show what a day in the life of Laney is like. And that really helped to expand my reach to other teachers as well. And I'm forever grateful for them giving me that platform to do that. It helped to build my following, but more than that, it helped to boost my confidence in what I'm doing. And again, that's something that VIP Kid gave me that nobody else could have given me. So all of this is great, right? Instagram, they've helped me to build this following on Instagram, and they've helped me to really understand what it means to be an online teacher. But there are other things about VIP Kid that even prior to Outschool were an issue for me. Obviously, the hours are hard, right? The hours are so very hard. As much as I enjoy it and I love it, like literally I would wake up in the morning and I would be so excited. It'd be 4 a.m. and I would be like, yes, let's go. Nobody acts like that. Why would you do that, right? It's because I loved it so much. And the ability to be able to do that and still be home with my kids meant so much to me at that time. But as time went on, months and months went on, and I liked it so much that I felt like I kept teaching earlier and earlier, and I was losing more and more sleep, and I was losing more and more time with my family. So what I started out doing to have more time with my family, I ended up actually spending less time with my family. And that is no fault of VIP Kid at all. No fault of VIP Kid. That's my own issue. But I've actually been really honest about this on my Instagram and had many teachers comment back and DM me and say that the same thing happened to them, that they either saw issues in their marriage or felt like they couldn't handle their kids during the day because they were so tired. By 7 p.m., they were lights out. And that was the situation that I was in. And again, no fault of VIP Kid. It's just one of the reasons why I personally don't feel like I will go back to teaching with VIP Kid. I'm in a much better spot now that I am getting normal sleep and teaching normal hours. So that's probably the number one reason why I will not go back to teaching with VIP Kid. Also, it's stressful, right? It's very stressful. It's stressful to make sure that you're understanding the lessons that they have prepared for you, especially in the beginning. Once you've done it for a while, it becomes second nature. But at the same time, it's hard to teach things that you don't feel as passionate about. For me, with Outschool, being able to create these lesson plans and to focus on things that I actually really love teaching, it makes it a breeze. Where with VIP Kid, if you're very scripted and maybe like for me, grammar is not my jam. I'm going to be real honest with you. Grammar is not my thing. So when I had to teach maybe level 4, some of the level 4 grammar parts, I was like, I don't know what this is. Also, it's just not what I love to teach. So now that I've gotten a taste of what it really means to do something that you're passionate about, it has changed a lot of things for me, where I thought before Outschool that teaching kids in general was what I was passionate about. And that is partly true. But really, my true passion is teaching them about things that really just excite me and that I love to teach, which would be space and dinosaurs. Those are absolutely the core of what I enjoy teaching kids. And so that's another reason, just not having that passion behind everything that you're teaching in all of your classes. I think that makes a huge difference. Now, the third reason why I won't go back to teaching with Vipkid is because of the pay. Of course, the pay, it's huge. You never really think about how much you sacrifice when it comes to time with Vipkid, but you sacrifice a lot of time teaching with Vipkid. And it's not just time that you're sleeping, but it's time that you're awake as well, because you're just not able to function as well as you would if you had gotten a full night's rest. And again, no fault of Vipkid. I knew what I signed up for, but it's just another reason why I likely won't open slots with them ever again. And so knowing that I was giving up all of this time and being paid what they were paying me versus what I'm being paid now to get normal sleep, it just won't ever happen. It just won't ever happen again. And I say this, that it won't ever happen again, because I'm confident in what I'm doing now that it will continue. I get that question a lot, but what about Outschool? What if something happens and you're no longer with Outschool, or Outschool is just, or virtual learning, it just goes away, which I don't think will ever happen, ever. I think that the rise of virtual learning is just starting, to be honest with you. I think it's just starting, even though COVID in some places is calming down. Some would disagree, but I think that absolutely virtual learning is here to stay. But the thing is that it's not just about Outschool and getting paid a lot more with Outschool than what I got paid with Vipkid. For me, I have expanded tremendously. And something that I'll talk about a lot in my membership is how much other teachers can expand from this. It's not about just sticking with Outschool. There are so many avenues for online teachers. It is like unreal. It's unreal. At this point, for 2021, if I continue on the path that I'm on, I will be making 6 figures in the year 2021. That's right, 6 figures. And a lot of that coming from coaching. A lot of that coming from coaching and mentoring, showing and telling others what they can do that I'm good at, that maybe they're not. Everyone has something that they're good at. Everyone has something where there's someone else who knows less than you. So being able to coach on these things and to mentor other teachers and how they can do it is I'm going to take advantage of that. Of course I am. But also because, again, that passion is there. I love it. I absolutely love helping these other teachers see success in their online teaching business. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. And there are so many routes that you can go with that. So for me, what I love to teach and mentor and coach other teachers on is the marketing side of things, how to market yourself as an online business, how to utilize technology. That's a big one for me. I love teaching that to other teachers, because sometimes teachers feel overwhelmed by having to search for the best tutorials and spend all of that time, whereas I hand it to them on a silver platter. So these are things that I'm capitalizing on, that I have skills in and that I know I have skills in. And if you watched my free training on how to clarify and define your niche, you know that this is something that I do and that I asked others to do in the free training, was to make sure that you clarify what your strengths are, because then once you've clarified them and you know for sure what you're good at, the areas of opportunity are vast. They're huge. They're huge. Think of my friend Reggie. Think of my girl Reggie. She is my virtual assistant, but more than that, she's a friend, and she's someone who has really helped me when it comes to core curriculum and teaching things that I don't have experience on. Again, why I love the Instagram community. But herself, She's very good at a number of things. One thing that she's really good at is helping other teachers, just like me, who they may not have that foundation, that educational background in teaching. So she herself is building this business off of being able to help online teachers who maybe don't have that online teaching degree. She's done this in so many ways. She creates tons of free resources for people about Bloom's taxonomy and lesson planning and objectives, and it's so helpful. She's capitalizing on what she can offer, what her strengths are. She knows that there are people who know less than her in that category. So she's capitalizing on that. That's what I mean when I say that there are so many avenues. And with VIP Kid, I feel like sometimes you're restricted and seeing that and being able to open up your eyes and to see what your options are with online teaching. But once I came to Outschool and I saw what I could create in the classroom, in the virtual classroom, I then started to see what I was creating outside of the virtual classroom. I was building a business, a legitimate business, to the point where now I'm a corporation. And so these are things that people don't realize because they get so zoned in and focused on just teaching with VIP Kid. It's kind of like Kaylee. Kaylee's created an entire business for herself on social media, right? If you don't follow her on Instagram, she is a VIP Kid teacher as well as now an Outschool teacher who has over 8,000 followers on Instagram. And how does that benefit her? She makes money off of that. Of course she does. She's created a business out of it. There are so many options. There are teachers who create t-shirt stores, right? Susan Dow, the little tea house. Oh my goodness. She has this amazing online store where you can buy t-shirts for virtual learning for teachers who are online teachers. And they're so cute and amazing. And I know that she sees success with that. There's people like Nancy Taylor, hello, Angela Silva. These two teachers were extremely successful with VIP Kid, but they're not with VIP Kid anymore. They branched out and now they're seeing hundreds of thousands of dollars come in every year. And that's because they expanded past what it was with VIP Kid. So I don't know if I would have been able to see that if I would have stayed with VIP Kid. My mindset wasn't open enough with VIP Kid because I wasn't producing that creativity with VIP Kid. So that's another huge reason why I likely will not open slots ever again with VIP Kid. Now, I do still have a contract. I actually just renewed it in August, but I am keeping it on the back burner. I still talk to some of their parents on WeChat, but it's just something where sometimes you have to know when it's time to move on. And in order for you to grow and to expand your business and to really find out what you have to offer, sometimes you just have to shut that door. And for me, I feel like that door is pretty much shut. It might not be locked, but it's pretty much shut at this point. So those are all the reasons why I will likely not open any more slots with VIP Kid. But I am continuing to teach full-time with Outschool and coach and mentor other teachers full-time as well. And I'm so excited about this first month of it. I've been in it 1 week and I'm already just ecstatic about it. But also don't forget that if you want to join the team membership, the doors close this Friday, October 30th. You have until this Friday to sign up and you don't want to miss it because I won't open doors again until the spring. It is jam-packed with tons and tons of really good content that is going to take your online teaching business to the next level and open your mindset to show you that you can create this online teaching business that you can take to the next level. So if you're interested in learning more about it, just make sure you click the link in the description box. But other than that, that's all that I had to share today. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure if you haven't already done so to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be up to date on all things Outschool and online teaching. But I will talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.